I'm going to make hot sauce. Now when I mean hot sauce, I mean I don't mean like your regular hot sauce. So with hot sauce, the first thing we need to do is you need to have hot peppers, or chili peppers as we call them in Europe. And I have piles of them here, right? These are nearly all ghost. I'm going to harvest them. So I'm just going to chop them all off, then I'm going to trim them in the kitchen. It is piping hot out here. What I mean piping hot, it's about 36 degrees and the relative humidity is about 75%, so it feels about maybe, probably it feels well over 50 anyway. They're all ghosts. Some of them are not as good as the others. I will, any of them that are not so what would you say, not so firm, I will not use them. Okay, I'll just get on with cutting them all off here, and then we'll go to the kitchen with them and we'll wash them. Okay, now after I harvest the chili or the hot peppers, I cut the green parts off them and then I wash them thoroughly, run them under the tap before we chop them in half. Maybe cut them in three if you like this, and make sure everything is nice and clean. You put them straight into the bowl then. I'm wearing gloves. The reason we are fermenting the chilies is to get the pH down. I want to get the pH down to about 4.0, and then they preserve a lot better. And after 2 weeks of fermenting, they should be down to near enough. I'd say can even sometimes go down to 3.5 the pH. But when the pH is low, it'll be a natural preserver. So I'm just going to cut all the rest of these, put them in here, and then we'll make up the brine. And then we'll put the brine into it, we'll close it. I don't have an airlock for it. It's during lockdown here at the moment, it's very hard to get things. The one I had from before, I don't know where the airlock is. And I could only buy a plastic bowl, which is unfortunate as well. But I will open it every day carefully and make sure no contaminants get into it. So we'll just chop these all up and then I'll be back to you in a second. Okay, so this is how much we have. It's a good bit. Next thing I'm going to do is make the brine to ferment it. The brine is made from either pickling salt or you can use sea salt. Now here in the Philippines we get sea salt, you can buy it anywhere. It's cheaper than normal salt. So I have sea salt here. It might take a little while to think. I'm going to make it, last time I done it 4 to 1 I think, or 4%. Not 4 to 1, 4%. Now 1 litre of water weighs 1 kilo, approximately at 18 degrees. So we can do it by weight, and I can put 8%. So I put in 80 grams for 1 litre. So 80 grams is, I know this is 1 litre, but I also weighed it as well. So I'm going to put that in there, and it might take a while to dissolve, but oh, I spilled some of it. Oh, awkward. And then I'll do the other one as well. Now I'm going to pour the brine into the mixture and see how many of them we need. I think we might need one more litre. I think we might need 3 litres. So not quite, no. So now I have it filled, not quite to the top. I have no airlock on this, so I have to be fairly careful, but it's not glass, so it won't break. If anyone made beer before, you know what it's like for fermenting. But because this is plastic, if I made a hole in the top of this, it possibly get contaminated, and that's the last thing you want. You lose everything if it gets contaminated. So I'm putting this lid on this, and what we'll do is we'll open it. It'll start fermenting straight away. Try and find something to push them down. Some people use another vegetable to hold it down. I done that once and the vegetable went moldy a little bit because it's above the water. So stainless steel is the best way to go, and we'll see how this goes. It's been approximately 1 week. Our Sealy chilies, I've had to open it every day. It's nearly bursting open. problem holding them down. I'll overcome that. I'll show you when you open this now, it smells, right? It's meant to smell, and it smells like sweat underarms. And yeah, but I had it open a few minutes ago, so it's not too bad. The smell will go away in a few minutes, and there's no mold on the top. So I'm going to put these in here. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put on glasses. I'm going to put on just safety glasses in case I get splashed. I'm not wearing gloves today because I'm not touching the jelly stuff, just in case it splashes, and it is splashing a little bit. Now that smells nice. That smells real nice. That smells really like chili sauce should. Now I'm keeping the seeds, guys. I like my seeds in my sauce. So you can wear a mask if you want to when you're doing this, but that's I'm not going to put my head near that one now. The real strong smell should go away after a couple of minutes now. No. So I'm going to try and get this. I'm going to get this into another bowl here. Aidan will hand me the bowl there. I'm going to put them into this bowl just temporary. Drain it off. You can use some of this brine to put back into your sauce. I don't. A lot of people do. Yeah, you can do what you like, actually. I'm going to put that back in there, and I'm going to get rid of the brine. I'm just going to weigh. I'm going to put them back in. I like this bowl because of the thing on it. It's a bowl we brought from Ireland. It's Marks and Spencer's, actually, and most of them are broken, but this one survived. I want to see how much I have left now, and I have 805 grams. Now there you go, 805. Now, if I'm going to do this by weight with the vinegar, or do it by, you can either do it by weight or do it by volume. But so I'm going to put approximately half of it in here. This one has a measure on the side of it, but I'm going to do guesswork now, because everyone has their own taste anyways, but I'm going to do half at a time. I think I can blend all this in one go for sure, right? It's 800 grams, but I'm going to do it in two halves, and then I'm going to add the vinegar to each half as I'm doing it. So this is only a cheap blender. We have a habit of breaking blenders over here, so I'm going to. Now we have it into a kind of a paste. When you're doing something like this, make sure everything is clean thoroughly. Like I have these bottles here, these bottles that we're going to use. These bottles have boiling water in them, and I turn them upside down and then back again. And I'm not going to open them and empty them until we are ready. That's a thick consistency. It's like mince meat, and it smells super. We don't just use this for a sauce, we use it for cooking as well, because you only have to put a half a teaspoon into most dishes. So we make it really, this sauce, so strong. Now there's a little bit more in the second half than in the first half, but that's not matter. Now, we have more outside now ready. I pulled a few there just now. You can see them here. I pulled a few of these in outside yesterday, not yesterday, an hour ago, just for decoration. I'm going to do these ones now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it, because most of the people that watch my videos, I think, are in the US, and they use cups now. I don't like using cups. So the recipe a lot of people use would be 2 to 1. I think that's too much vinegar. Now, in my honest opinion, Some people put 3 to 1. We like our sauce. Now you can put Axtan sauce in, or you can put in pectin, and that will keep the separation, so you can put more vinegar in. But I can't get it at the moment. I'll give you a link. I know where I can buy it online. Axtan, I think they call it, or Sactan, or something like that. And then there's pectin as well. You can use corn flour as well, I suppose. But so I'm going to mix up 2 of these. This is a half a cup. And a half a cup is 125 milliliters. Right? So that's 250 milliliters, okay? We have in there. Now, what am I going to put into that? I'm going to put in 2 of these, 2 normal vinegar, because most people will say that normal vinegar is the right thing. Other people are disagreeing now. Some people don't like the taste of it. 1 cup or 1/2 cup. So it won't be actually, it'll be 1.5 to 1. It'll be 1.5 to 1 will be the ratio. 1.5 of liquid and 1. So I'll put 1 cup of this. So that's 3/2 cups of vinegar altogether. Oh, it's nicer smell than vinegar, but. And that will be our first batch. As I said, the blender is a cheap blender, so it's not working as well as it should. We can mix it again in the bowl before we bottle it. That might be a little bit too. I think I will mix less in the next one. So, and we'll mix the 2 together then. So I'll put 1 and 1 in this one. So in other words, I'll put one. This stuff is. I'd be afraid to taste this now without the vinegar. I would really be afraid to. And I'll put 1 and 1. You could make 2 different batches at the same time and put them into different bottles. I put 2 in it, did I? No, did I put 2 of this in? Yeah, I did. Yeah. So now I've this is 1 and 1. 1 to 1, I should say, of vinegar. So we'll mix that up. This is really strong. I can feel my throat. I can feel it on the back of my throat, and I'm not even eating it yet. So now I'm going to get my these bottles with the boiling water in them. I didn't want to open them until we were ready to. I used to make beer, and I put them in the oven. You can put them in your stove. Now, I'm worried about this being so heavy, and this. I've gone a little bit too high, but that's okay. We will rinse it off. We'll get the lid on straight away. Now, I should have worn my gloves because my hands are itchy already. Oh, I will need to go on to the 5th bottle. We'll be using it today. The last time I done a test on this, I wasn't expecting it to be so hot. Like I was expecting it to taste like a hot chili or something like that, but it tastes a lot. It tastes a lot hotter than the actual fruit when you be eating the fruit. So I'm expecting it to be hot today. I don't know whether I'm going to be brave enough to test it now because I have infused so much of it So I got 330, 660. I got 1.5 litres of sauce nearly from that, a bunch of chilies now. I'm going to taste it. I'm not a big, real hot guy, because these sauces now need to be shaken up because there's no santan in them. So, but we keep them in the refrigerator. So this one, that last little bit is a little bit watery, but I'm going to taste a half a teaspoonful. And I have my milk here on standby. I'm going to taste that amount. And that's normally more than we'd put this in a whole dish. So I know it's going to burn the back of my throat. It's like all these ghosts, they get stronger and stronger. It's getting stronger now. Now my lips and the back of my throat. I have to make it there, look. That's a nice sauce though. It's very hot. You dilute it. We dilute it with something. We use it for cooking. For a dip, it's way too hot for most people. But just pure, it's pure chili. It's pure hot pepper, and it's pure. You know, it's Chinzin. It's not the other type of chilies. It's pure because it goes down there. Now your lips go a little bit numb. I'm going to drink the milk now after I say goodbye. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like this, please subscribe or like or whatever you like, and I'll put some links down. I've already ordered better stuff. I've already ordered stuff, and I'll put it down on the bottom what I've ordered myself. Proper mason jars, #1. That's what you want. And the smaller bottles of these, you can save up your own or you can buy them online. We're in lockdown at the moment, so it's limited what I can buy. And we emptied out this into a big bottle, so we'd have these. And thank you for watching, and thank you, Eden, for doing the camera today. That's my wife doing the camera today. With that, I'm going to drink a glass of milk.